Yo, I'm Mat4yo, and this is my bedroom. I've lived in this house since I was 3 years old, back in 1999, and this is a result of 2 decades of collection. I've been a Pokemon fan my entire life. As you can see, that is not slowing down anytime soon. Many of you have seen me standing in front of this wall over the years as I first started Chisel This, and it's kind of bittersweet because this might be one of the last videos that you see in this particular setting. I just happen to be moving out soon, and although all of these things will be coming with me as much as I can fit, it's not gonna exist in the same exact way as it does now. And I wanted to hold on to what it is and create sort of a time capsule for me and you to enjoy and really dig into these things I've collected over the years and tell you what they really mean to me. It's the culmination of 23 years of collecting and refusing to throw things away unless my parents did it for me. But without further ado, let's check out Mat4yo Studios. We're going to start with one of my most prized possessions, and of course, that would be this Pokemon Center New York leather jacket. This is something that I received, I want to say, in 2004. This store is kind of forgotten to history unless you've been there or heard about it. It actually is the location of the current Nintendo New York store, and there is a whole team of people on the internet who are dedicated to preserving the history of this space, and so I highly recommend you check them out. They are linked in the description. Yeah, so I used to wear this thing as a kid all the time. I absolutely loved it. I just felt like I was the coolest person in the world, which was true, and still is. And I just absolutely love the texture on this jacket. It has my absolute favorite Pokemon characters on it, being the Generation 3 starters, Trico, Torchic, and Mudkip. And as you can see throughout my collection, I tend to favorite that generation. It just is my favorite. But of course, I love all Pokemon, so let's keep on moving. These are all of the handheld devices that I have collected over the years. This little guy is one of 2 that I had, but the only one that I still have. It has Pikachu and Pichu on the front. I absolutely love that. And then I've got the Game Boy Advance. This purple one was my absolute favorite, and it's the kind, of course, with no backlight, so you need to have a little light. Luckily, I purchased a new Game Boy just 2 years ago. This is actually from a website called Game Boy Custom, and it comes with a backlight. And so you can see all of your favorite Game Boy Advance games or Game Boy Color games in the rich color that they are intended to be seen in. And this just happens to be my original Pokemon Sapphire version. I chose one of the one of the default names for my character. This was absolutely one of my most prized possessions, and I had actually lost it in my friend's couch and found it in there a year or so later. This is the Pikachu Game Boy SP, so cute. And I also have a regular silver Game Boy SP. These were the first ones to have the backlight, so you had little old me finally being able to see the games that I was playing.
He's being good here. Look at this poor pathetic soul playing his game.
Some other things lost to time are iPods. These devices pre-existed the iPhones that we carry around in our pockets and have all the music we could ever want on them. And of course I have the Pokeball Plus and the original Pokewalker. I actually have 2 of these. One I carry with me all the time and I count the steps on. This guy I have a little slack cloth because he's lazy and he just sits here. This is my flagship Nintendo 3DS. I have like 3 of them, Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, 2 Heart Golds, and a Switch Lite that has Zacian and Zamazenta on the back. And one of my favorite little guys is the Game Boy Micro. So few of these were ever made. I'm so happy that my parents did not throw this away, even though I managed to lose it once. And you can guess where it was found? In the couch. And of course my first Nintendo 3DS with a Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance shell on it, and my current Nintendo Switch with the purple and orange controllers. I love that color scheme. You can see just some of my games here for the Nintendo Switch, and then I have some Pokemon movies, and of course my prized collection of all of the Pokemon Advanced series DVDs. Kingdom Hearts has always had a special place in my heart, and this is one of the art books I received. This is really cool because it shows the original concept art for Sora on a piece of transparent paper. Can you imagine if he had a tail? This series has always managed to mystify me, to amaze me, and leave me desiring more out of life, and it still gives me that every day. And then I have some strategy guides down here. The official Pokemon handbook that you used to see in library class all the time. I have the Game Informer Sword and Shield edition, Omega Ruby, Ultra Sun, Kingdom Hearts 3D. The 10th anniversary Pokédex is really, really cool. I might just have to pull that out for you. And then I have a link cable, which is still functional, Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania, and the Sword and Shield official guidebook. So I absolutely love this thing. I love anything that has to do with the Pokemon 10th anniversary because I just happened to attend the Pokemon 10th anniversary event, and I have very fond memories of that trip, and I actually just recently finally found the photographs of me and my brother and my dad when we attended that event. So these are absolute historical gems. I love these pictures so much. I remember this day. The feeling of being there is just like etched into my memory. It was like one of the coolest things ever. I felt like I was part of Pokemon history. It was just a core memory for me, a defining moment. My favorite pocket of Pokemon history, right in between Generation 3 and 4. I will never forget that. And I also have this cute little 10th anniversary keychain that I got from the same event. Now, during that event, they were giving away some Pokemon distributions, and I still have this Latios with the original trainer of 10 Aniv. And of course, also during that same year, they released a Pokemon pillow every month, and I have a couple of those, slightly acceptable condition. And over here you have the 25th anniversary, 20th anniversary, and a couple more trinkets going down the way as well. Over here you have this awesome original Generation 2 Pokemon poster that I've had in my room since I was a little kid. It's really funny just to see the size difference between some of the Pokemon. Like, why is Meowth so small? Why is Spinarak so enormous? All around my window I have Pokemon cards kind of going around. Just something I did back in high school, and I've kept it ever since. And also I have some Pokemon party decorations hanging from my ceiling. You got Smash poster, and this is a Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions poster that is autographed by, I believe, one of the showrunners. I'm not sure what their exact titles were. Not like I can read their autographs to begin with and look it up. Of course, you have the Smash amiibo, some of my main characters that I play in Ultimate. A Chill Hop vinyl record. Absolutely love Chill Hop music. Changed my life. Look it up right now. My favorite Pokemon trainer, May, and the 3 Hoenn starters. Kingdom Hearts 3 art book, Legends Arceus art, BDSP pins, and over here you have the promotional figurines given out with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and the promotional figurine for Pokemon Platinum as well, and a Dialga and Palkia figurine. This is the promotional pen that came along with Diamond and Pearl version back in 2007. And it has Palkia on the top, and it was actually featured in a commercial for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. My buddy Carl made these custom pins for the release of Sword and Shield back in 2019. And of course, the 3 Pokedexes that matter. You have the original Pokedex, and that sound effect just brought me back. I mean, you can look up like 61 Poliwhirl. There he is. Man, this thing is so cool. Of course, you have the Generation 3 one as well. I believe you could play some mini games on this one also. I love that. And then the Generation 4 Pokédex, which I used in the rap battle between Gold and Red.
Fucking lonely Red, and checking my Pokédex. Let me introduce you to my 100 friends you never met.
And speaking of that pocket of Pokemon history that I loved right between Generation 3 and 4, you have this cute little clock that I got from the Pokemon Center website. Put some new batteries in, it still works, and it's accurate. And of course, I have my Pokemon Advanced DVDs playing all the time. Make this a nice little cozy environment with my favorite characters. And that's playing off of my PlayStation. I also have a Nintendo GameCube, and of course, a Nintendo Wii. Down here, I have this really awesome gold and silver Game Boy case, but instead of Game Boys in here, I actually have all of my old cell phones. This was my first cell phone ever, a Pantech Slate. Absolutely love this thing. Just looking at the keyboard just sends me back to the very first time I could ever communicate with people on my own remotely. Just what an awesome memory. This is some Pokemon cards from the 25th anniversary, and then I have 25th anniversary cards of all of the starter Pokemon. I believe they came out through McDonald's. I somehow collected all of them. That was really quite a challenge. These are some older cards from Generation 3 era. You have this Delta Species thing where the Pokemon had different types, like an electric Gligar. That was really cool. Of course, Poliwhirl card. And over here, you have some more Pokemon cards. Japanese Poliwhirl. Of course, everybody remembers this Pokemon card, Mew, from the movie promotion. Everybody wanted to be able to decode that back on the playground. 2016 version of Charizard, Japanese Dark Charizard, and then of course I've collected all of the Ash Ketchum Pikachu hats from the 2017 I Choose You movie. You have the Generation 1 and 2 hat, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, and then the special movie edition hat. Over here I have some collector's pins. These are all from 2016 when they released one mythical Pokemon box per month. I collected all of those pins, and then over here I have all of the Pokemon cards that came with those pins. So one of the challenges of moving out is thinking what I'm gonna do with these cards. You know, do I display them? Do I put them in a box? Some nice Gen 3 movie wall art right here. And for the release of Ultra Sun and Moon, they came out with all these little legendary Pokemon card arts, and I've hung them all up here. These were all in reference to the legendaries that you could catch in Ultra Sun and Moon. Over here, I love this wall. These are some of the, I call them trading cards, but they're business cards I've collected from content creators at events like PAX East. I have JT Music's autographed. JT Music is 2 people, and they both wrote on that, which is really awesome. This is some fan art that a fan drew of me. I was just so shocked to receive that, so I hung it up on my wall. One of the voices of Nurse Joy autographed, and of course Ash's own poster that he has in his bedroom in the first episode of the anime. Detective Pikachu poster, and one of the only things that I have never actually opened. I tend to open all of my collector's items, but I thought that Detective Pikachu amiibo looked really cool in the box, and I figured, why don't I just leave one thing in a box? Video game map battles, a souvenir from the Pokemon Rap Tag video, and then I have Cam, Almighty Mandles, and Kevin Crust autographed, which is really cool. And then this Pokemon Through the Years poster. I forget what this came out with. And then I have this awesome Kingdom Hearts 3 scroll that I don't know where to put because it doesn't hang properly anywhere. And I have some Generation 7 sheets on the bed with Pikachu pillows. I have this Pikachu Sprite pillow with all the Generation 1 characters on it. And then that brings me to the reason that I'm a Pokemon fan at all, is this little guy, this worn out Poliwhirl doll that my uncle got me for Christmas when I was 7. I absolutely fell in love with this little guy. I brought him everywhere. As you can see, he's pretty banged up, but he's seen it all with me, and I've enjoyed every second we've spent together. I always credit this doll as the reason I'm still a Pokemon fan, because, you know, when you're younger, you have kind of a scatterbrain and you latch on to different things. I could have been a Yu-Gi-Oh fan or a Digimon or some other weird thing that I don't even remember right now, but Poliwhirl was my right-hand man, and he stayed with me all the time and is really the reason why I kept up with Pokemon. And I've written a song about that for my album in 2017. I try to give some credit to Poliwhirl whenever I can. I have some Pokemon plush dolls on this rack right here. Of course, I have some Pokemon posters. Mat4yo made that for me. Guess what song that was from? You have the Kalos map, Sword and Shield, Alola, so that's the back half of the Pokemon generations. And then of course some 20th anniversary posters as well. So although this is the room where I sleep, this was not actually always my bedroom. In fact, this used to be our guest room, our spare bedroom. And my actual bedroom is 2 steps across the hallway and is actually now my office space. So I grew out of that room and I poured everything into this room. But there are some real treasures back in that room, so we're gonna take a look at that right now. So this was originally the room where I slept as a child. You had the bed over here, you had the TV playing George Lopez at 3 a.m. over there, and a little tiny desk over here. So I'm in the process of moving some things out, but all of the fundamentals are still in here before they move with me. So let's check out some of those. The brother to the poster I showed you earlier is this framed Pokemon 150, not including Mew, Pokemon poster. I don't know exactly where I got these, but I have a memory in my head of my dad taking me to this like street festival and just picking these up and throwing them in the truck when I was really little. So I'm telling you, like 3 or 4 years old, like one of the earliest possessions I have. And the sister to both of those posters is this guy right here, this vintage Ash Ketchum looking all goofy in his 90s self with this awesome diamond backdrop. I absolutely love this poster. Next to that, you have a Hoenn poster. This came in a collection of all of the regions getting their own different posters. And my brother has some of them and I have some of them. And of course, this little tiny poster that came with the Pokemon manga collections, Pokemon Adventures. These are really awesome reads. If you haven't checked these out, I highly recommend them. I love bringing them to the beach and reading them in the summertime, just over and over again. And this right here was a little gift from my pal Kevin Crust. And of course you have Pikachu couple, Brendan and May, in their ORAS outfits. Some of the remnants of this really being my childhood room are this Harry Potter poster with some stickers I put on it for some reason, and this SpongeBob poster that is so washed and faded out that I stuck Pokemon stickers to. These are such like OG stickers, like looking at them now. I kind of forgot I had these, but they are really in bad shape. Articuno. I don't know why I put a pin on this poster, but I guess that works. And the super tough Pink Puff Kirby. These are some posters I got in library class as a kid. Spongy Rider, Born to be Weird. Always felt that that resonated with me. The Chum Bucket of Dr. P. My grandfather got me this Britney Spears poster from a crane machine and I hung it up and don't have the heart to take that down. And of course, some of the original, very first things I ever had on my wall in this room are the letters spelling half of my name, Matt, and of course these numbers going across the ceiling, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10 to teach you how to count as a young little boy. I love this poster here. I got this in library class as well when Pokemon Mystery Dungeon first came out. The same way that that game has 2 counterparts, this poster does as well. It has a back side. I don't know why. Did you pre-order? Yes, I did, of course. This is like a little window into a different period of time. And then one of my other most absolute prized possessions in this room is this trainer certificate that I received at that 10th anniversary Pokemon event. It has my name on it. It has my birthday, the day of the event in 2006, and my favorite trainer on it, May. And this awesome 10th anniversary logo and this stamp of approval. What does that even say? 10th anniversary, it's upside down. Come on, you couldn't get that right. 10th anniversary, Journey Across America, and a silhouette of Pikachu on that. Back over here, you have this poster from when I met Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, the first time. Some art that Mat4yo made for me for my album that I created. Then you have the Generation 3 trio, the legendary trio. I have a microphone that is autographed by Adam Lambert, who I met back when he was just on American Idol. I went to the concert. One of the last things that my dad did for me when he was still alive is that he saw that this was fading and he wrapped it in tape just to preserve the ink on the microphone. And I thought he was crazy, but as usual, he was right. And there he is. Thanks for being my hero. Over here you have a Pikachu Happy Meal box from when Pokemon was a Happy Meal toy. That happened twice in recent memory, so I'm not sure which one this was from. Oh, there it is, 25, so this is from last year. You have all of numbered Kingdom Hearts titles, but of course I played them all and I have them all. I'm not a fake fan. This is an iDog. These were all the rage back then, and I thought I was cool for some reason and drew a bunch of random designs on him. He is ugly. He needs a bath. Jeez. But you would plug him into the aux cord in his butt, and he would tap his foot and nod his head, and his ears would light up. That was like the advent of the iPod. Like, you could play your own music out loud. Like, are you kidding me? This iguana crossing thing I've had on my wall forever. And this is a picture of me and my dad hanging up this puzzle. And this is the Hoenn region. Very difficult puzzle. But I have some cards to go along with that. And this Hoenn sticker. And a few figures on the frame as well. Then I have a Pokemon poster from, I believe, 2016 of all 151 Pokemon, this time including Mew. That's, yeah. Take that for what it is. And this is a bingo board my brother created in 2015 when the Smash Direct was happening. And it's crazy to think that so much on this stuff happened since then. God, I mean, you go back and tell me, I wouldn't believe you. This is an awesome Toys R Us Pokemon poster from that pocket of time I was telling you about back in the day. You have all of Gen 3 and then some Gen 4 with the Lucario, Munchlax, Weavile, Mayhem Jr., Bonsly, all those guys who got revealed before they were even in a game. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. This little guy is supposed to come up and retrieve a coin from this pad right here, but I guess it's not working right now. I haven't used it in a long time. This is my PlayStation 2, and I have some miniature Pokemon Funko Pops I got from an advent calendar. Me and my brother split them all. And you have OG Fat Pikachu next to 25th Anniversary Silver Pikachu there. I thought that was a cool dynamic. And of course, you have my Nintendo 64 with Pokemon Snap, and then the new Pokemon Snap right next to it. Absolute pipe dream for me, especially being a photographer. And then I have this awesome KB Toys Special Edition Diamond and Pearl marble set, and it has some of your favorites from Generation 4. Some more wall art over here. I actually got to meet Blake Lewis at the same event where I met Adam Lambert, which was pretty cool. Mat4yo made that for me as a birthday gift. It's a canvas of Foreknology. Then you have this Pokemon Mega Evolutions poster and a birth certificate for our Pikachu Build-A-Bear. All right, I'll take you to one of the holy grails right now. This is my Game Boy cartridge collection that I have in this cool little box I found at Hobby Lobby. As you can see, I had Sapphire earlier, it's in the Game Boy, but I have Leaf Green. I guess I can take them out, show you exactly what I have. So I have 2 Leaf Greens, I have 2 Fire Reds, I have 3 Rubies, but I can't be bothered to have the box for any of them, of course. My parents had to throw those away, right? Pokemon Pinball, I love this game. Wish they'd make a new one. Pokemon Emerald. One of these Game Boy Advance video things. You could watch TV episodes in like 10p, like not even 1080, 240, like 10. Like, it's so bad. I have a gold and silver cartridge. So fun fact, the batteries in the gold and silver cartridges actually run because of the internal clock. And so they go out much quicker than other Game Boy batteries. So my save files don't work on those cartridges anymore, but my save file still works on Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version. And then I have a Japanese red. Who knows if this is real, but I got it at a convention. I also got a Japanese yellow version, which I actually played and beat, not knowing a lick of Japanese. I have a Japanese crystal version. And of course, I have 3 of these. Before wireless technology was built into the device, they gave away these wireless adapter things with fire red and leaf green. I have 3 of them and they all still work, which is amazing to me. Then I have some DS games. As I told you, I have a couple copies of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, my favorites. This cartridge has an entire living dex on it, which is separate from the living dex I have in Pokemon Home, only because, you know, it's useless in Pokemon Home, so why not keep it in a game that respects the national dex? Pokemon Sun, Rumble, Art Academy, got Moon, Mario Kart, Ultra Sun, Harvest Moon. Over here I got some DS games, Pokemon Pearl. I have 3 Pokemon Pearls. Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, the best game. Explorers of Darkness, Explorers of Time, got them all. Blue Rescue Team, man, that was on the DS, wow. Yeah, Pokemon Ranger, remember those games, Nintendogs. I got Soul Silver, Black 2, Kingdom Hearts Coded, The World Ends With You, play that game right now. Pokemon Black, Pokemon Conquest, underrated spin-off game, I'll tell you. Another Ranger game, Troze, Kingdom Hearts 358, Days Over 2, Snood, remember that game? Yeah, I'll have to clean that up later. Over here is my workspace. These are just 3 of my like 25 hard drives. This is me signing my life away to Kevin Crust. Here's a little shrine from when the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018. I was on Broad Street in Philly the night that happened. It was absolutely insane. I have a 20th anniversary and a 50th anniversary Disney keychain. I have a Tamagotchi. I have some Kingdom Hearts pins. I have this Pokemon Dash Nintendo DS case. Pokemon Dash was the first Pokemon game to come to the Nintendo DS, and I just remember that time period so well. It was so interesting to me to use the touchpad. This room is where I record my raps. So I have my microphone here. I have some collector's 20th anniversary plushes in here. I have Lucas and Dawn's hats from Synonames and a Rap. All right, now I'm gonna take you in some of my drawers and show you some things I have tucked away in secret. Shh. So in here I have another Nintendo 64 controller, and I have some N64 games, which I'll pull out for you at Pokemon Stadium, Smash, Pokemon Puzzle League, I love that game, Rugrats in Paris, that game never worked, Hot Wheels, Tom and Jerry's Fist of Fury, Duck Dodgers, Banjo and Kazooie, Pokemon Stadium. So this is a journal from 2nd grade. You can see the date is October 2003. I caught Electabuzz in my Game Boy. At soccer practice, I made the very first goal in the season against the red team. Last night I went to my Aunt Joy's block for a Halloween party.
Say Happy Halloween!
Happy Valentine's Day!
My Ash costume was the greatest ever. We went trick-or-treating there. And then, Ash, 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 I'm going to be Ash Ketchum from Palatown. I can't stop saying it. Pokemon, Ash is a Pokemon trainer, so I'm going trick-or-treating with a bunch of candy, just for me and my toys. Yes, it's raining Pokeballs. This is a drawing I did in 2005, and you can see the Poliwhirl inspirations sticking true here. This is all kind of artwork that I made that was on my walls, but I have since put it in this book to preserve it. Not the best artist, but I can hold a tune, I guess. This is the original concept artwork I created for Pokemon Fire Rat version that I sent to Glix and he created his own iteration of that for the album artwork. I drew this the day Meltan was revealed, a weird combination of Pokemon that day. Go-Goat. I drew this in 2009. I drew this in 2009 too, which means that I was 13 years old. So my brother drew this for me, and I drew this for myself. This is some artwork for one of the tracks on my collab project with HoopsandHipHop, Brand New Life. And this is the original piece of paper where I drew the album artwork that was then traced by the great Joshuographer and then colorized and turned into the album art for Passion Roots. Smell the Roses, Masquerade, my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon wrap, I drew a picture for that in 2020. Sora and Neku, I drew these I believe in 2010 or 2011. And then I have this folder filled with some Pokemon paraphernalia. So these are just some miscellaneous things I didn't want to throw away, like a tag or a piece of a cardboard box. 20th anniversary mythical Pokemon every month, as I described to you earlier. A patch from PAX East, some more tags, some giveaway cards. These were the pre-order cards that they gave you at Target when you got Pokemon Black or White version. Celebrations, Legends Arceus promos. These are all things I wish I would have kept when I was younger, so I feel like I'm just making a little investment for myself, you know? So just some miscellaneous collector's items over here. I have all of the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comics, and they feature the same characters as the original Adventures manga. It's just later in time, it's still a continuity, so it's a really cool read. I love this piece of art right here. Here's all the Fire Red and Leaf Green comics. What I would like to do with a lot of this stuff is what I have right here with this shadow box of Foreknology. I have the disc, the album art, and then Passion Roots, and the CD as well. And here is my hat collection. Big fan of hats because I have a lot of hair to hide under there. So this is my Generation 7 Alola Ash Ketchum hat. You got the Kingdom Hearts classic hat. Ethan's hat from Pokemon Red vs. Gold. Eagles Champions hat. A Pikachu beanie. 1UP, Kevin Crust. I love this hat right here. It's a like holographic Deoxys hat. I used to wear this all the time when I was a kid. Mickey Mouse copying my style. Outdoors with Pikachu. Regular Pikachu. Ash's hat from Pokemon Journeys. Grookey. Here's an Ash Ketchum hat. I just don't love the way that fits. I used to wear this yellow hat all the time as a kid, and you saw that earlier in the photographs that I drew. Napoleon Dynamite. Mine too. So here is the other Pokewalker that's attached to my wallet. So I take this with me everywhere I go, every day. As you can see, going back a couple days, 4,000 steps, 6,000 steps, 5,000 steps. So I get quite a lot. I've actually accumulated more than 2 million steps in the year and a half that I've been walking around with this. And this Pokemon 25th anniversary mouse pad. And I've had this lanyard on my keychain since Sword and Shield came out, and I'm looking forward to getting a Scarlet and Violet lanyard. Some of the things I've set up in the new space already. We have the Pikachu Blooming Curiosity figurine that came out in 2019. We have a golden plated Poliwhirl card from the Pokemon Burger King promotion. Some Nintendo console keychains that came out in mystery packs over the last year. I believe you can still find these. This one is the special rare golden Game Boy one. And then here we have a ton of Pokemon plushies, some of which are sitting cuties. Back here, got Rowlet, a new version of Poliwhirl. Up here, hidden away, is my Pokemon food collection. So we have some Pokemon cereal and Super Mario cereal back there, fruit snacks, an unopened case of Oreos, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Capri Suns, mini Chips Ahoy with the grass type starters on it,
I wish I had more from the vintage Pokemon era, so it's never too late to start collecting, I guess. And of course, I have to show you the newest addition to my collection, these custom Pokemon Converse. I picked out every part of the design on here. So I got the Sinnoh starters on the left foot, the Hoenn starters on the right foot. They have these Pokeball interior designs and on the tongue too. And they have the name of the region on the side of the shoe. I haven't felt this cool since the very beginning when I first wore my Pokemon leather jacket. I hope you've enjoyed digging into some of these little fascinating trinkets that have colored my soul and characterized my personality over the years. Although these things may move to a different place, my soul and my heart is not going to change at all. I'm always going to be that little kid, regardless of how old I get or where I move. So I hope that you feel the same way and you hold on to these things from your childhood, but also don't forget to make some new memories as well. I'm Mat4yo, and that's all for yo today.
How do you know this is your bedroom? Huh?
It's my living room.
This is your closet?